Well, Qatar has sent letters to both the United Nations and its Security Council condemning recent attacks by Iran on the country. Qatar accuses Iran of violating international law and says Tehran must provide compensation for all damages caused. We're going to bring in Victoria Gatenby, who is here in the Qatari capital, Doha. And Victoria, Qatar clearly not happy with these repeated attacks, echoing a number of other countries. Can you just run us through what else they've had to say?
Yeah, well, Qatar has sent a letter to the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, as well as to the President of the Security Council regarding these recent attacks on the country and also its property. So the first attack relates to a Qatari tanker that was trying to pass through the Straits of Hormuz on July the 7th, and it was attacked. And the second relates to a ballistic missile attack on Qatar on July the 12th. The missiles were intercepted, but the debris that fell as a result of those interceptions injured a child who then had to be treated in hospital. Now, in the letter, Qatar condemns absolutely these attacks by Iran and says they have to stop immediately. It says that they are a breach of Qatar's sovereignty and a breach of international law. It goes on to say that Qatar should get some compensation from Iran because of these attacks, and also that it reserves the right to respond to Iran's attacks in any way it sees fit. So this letter really an example of Qatar using its diplomacy and its leverage with the UN to deal with Iranian attacks on its territory.
And Victoria, coming after those letters, there's been even more overnight strikes. Can you just run us through what has happened around the region in the last few hours?
Yeah, overnight there have been air raid sirens sounding in Kuwait, in Bahrain and in Jordan. Those are the three countries that have really been relentlessly targeted by Iran over the last 9 or 10 days. Jordan saying that it has intercepted various missiles over the course of the night and into the early hours of this morning. And Kuwait saying it has been confronting both missiles and drones fired from Iran. Now, the IRGC has just released a statement in which it has said it has attacked 3 important military bases in Kuwait. The first, it claims, is on Camp Arif Jan, which is located south of Kuwait City, and that hosts a variety of US Air Force, Navy, Marine Corps and Coast Guard personnel. The second attack is on Camp Al-Adiri. Now, that is described as a major support and regrouping base for US forces located roughly 100 kilometers from Iran's border with Kuwait. And the third is Ahmed Al-Jabba Air Base, which is described as a key air base for Kuwait's army. No official confirmation from either the US or Iran. US or Kuwait. Now, Iran says that its bases are being used, these bases are being used to attack Iran. That has been denied by GCC countries.
OK, thank you for all of that, Victoria. Victoria Gatenby for us in Doha.